everyone, welcome back to Matt's video game collection. Today we're going to be starting our Xbox 360 review. This is probably going to get split into two parts because, as Matt has said before, a lot of 360 games and a lot of 360 consoles he has to show off.
Yeah, so quite the collection here. You know, Xbox is my favorite console of all time. Well, 360 is my favorite of all time. Xbox is just my pick.
Yeah.
For
if you're picking a favorite.
The console. I love PlayStation, I really do, but I just, those damn achievements in the Xbox just really got their hooks in me, and I like green better than blue. So I'm Team Green. I love my Xbox, and the 360 in particular is just a special place in my heart.
This is the generation where they introduced achievements, actually.
Oh, yeah.
At the Xbox 360, which is my favorite console also. My video game collection is about from here to here. The whole thing.
That's it? You have about 6?
About 6, 7 maybe.
That's sad.
Yeah, but I have a lot of memories.
And you've owned a lot of the games on this shelf.
Oh yeah, I could point out to you which games I did own through the. But you know, I used to have a thing with GameStop where I'd buy some games, then I trade them back and buy some new games. It was a.
He loved losing money.
I did. I'm not. Just never come to me.
Hates money.
Hates money. Very bad at it. Very bad.
He's very bad at getting it away from him.
Yes. I don't know what to do.
No good at it.
But let's dive in. We already did.
Yeah, without further ado, if this is going to be part 2 in my complete Xbox collection, and I know that we said we were going to do the consoles and everything with the actual games, but I think at the end maybe we'll just do a complete console collection of all the Xboxes.
So we'll set them up all real nice.
We'll do all the software first, I guess, because we kind of jumped the gun on that, and I wanted to add the consoles with the games, but
time is a real thing, guys.
Yeah, so the editing, the scheduling, and all that, so it didn't really work out. So we'll do at the end we'll do all the Xbox paraphernalia around.
Is the Series X the only console you don't have a special edition for? I know you have plenty.
Yeah.
And we haven't gotten many really.
There was only one, I think.
And it wasn't anything impressive.
The Halo Infinite one, which wasn't great, so that's why I didn't even aim for it. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, without further ado, we will start in the A section. And number 1 on the list is Alice Madness Returns.
This I actually remember you picking up at a game convention, I think.
The PS3 version, I think I picked up. And I got it signed by Radical Reggie, actually.
Yeah, because they're big fans of the Alice games, right?
Played it on recommendation, did not love it. Afro Samurai. Haven't played this game, but I actually hear this is fantastic.
Is that based on a show or a movie?
I believe this is Samuel Jackson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Sam Jackson voices Afro Samurai, but I haven't played this one yet. That's not a complete copy. I'm missing a manual for that, and that bothers me. Ace Combat Assault Horizon. This is a Namco game. Again, I'm going for a complete 360 collection, so there's going to be some games in here that I haven't played that I've bought at thrift stores, GameStops, game conventions, just to add to the collection, because I do want to eventually own a complete 360 collection.
You got to be close with this amount.
Not even close.
No?
I think there's like 12 or 1,300. I have like maybe 5.
What's a complete collection for the first Xbox, out of curiosity, you know?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but
because that generation was
probably like 800 or 900 or more, maybe.
They
over
were only
1,000.
01 to 05. They were
maybe
4 years.
over 1,000, but you got to remember that it was neck and neck with PS2 and GameCube, so a lot of that stuff was getting ported to the Xbox as well. Sega game, Anarchy Reigns. I know nothing about this. It looks like maybe a fighting game. I'm not entirely sure. Haven't played it. Now this next one gets a lot of flack, and I don't really understand why. This is Aliens Colonial Marines.
Yeah, this does get a lot of flack.
Really does. And I played through the entire game, and I didn't hate it. You know, I enjoyed what I played. You know, it's not the best game in the world. I don't think I was following the release at the time, so I don't know what was promised. But it's made by Gearbox, who did Borderlands.
I like Gearbox.
20th Century Fox, Sega. So, you know, I liked it. The original Assassin's Creed.
Great game.
I remember you had this one.
Yeah, 2007. That came out the same year as the first Mass Effect, Rock Band. I remember I got that all for Christmas one year.
Yeah.
And the first Assassin's Creed was good. The problem was very repetitive.
Very repetitive. And I need to upgrade this eventually because I got a cracked case. This case is a little beat up. I'm gonna have to replace that eventually. Assassin's Creed 2.
This is when it really
When
took
it
off.
starts to get better.
Yes.
However, my favorite Assassin's Creed of all time, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
That's most people's favorite.
This is
actually.
like basically an expansion pack of 2. It just took what 2 nailed and then just added to it and just added so much cool things. Brotherhood, easily the best Assassin's Creed in my opinion.
I think the best Assassin's Creed, I don't know if it's a 360 game. It might be. What is that?
Revelations.
No. Black Flag.
No way. It is on 360, and I actually have it on 360. But that was actually my first PS4 game.
That's what I remember. That was a PS4 launch game, but I thought it came to 360 also.
Yeah, so Revelations, I never beat this one because I think I played 1, 2, and Brotherhood, and then I jumped right into this, and I think I was just burnt out. But Brotherhood is still my favorite, and I also never finished 3. 3 was pretty good from what I remember, and I know a lot of people talk about 3 being one of their favorites. I just did not get into that one as much. And then here's Black Flag. I actually have a sealed copy of Black Flag.
Yeah, because you're going to play it on next-gen consoles.
Yeah,
but
so that's a sealed copy.
That's my
of Black
favorite
Flag.
of the Assassin's Creed.
It was pretty good from what I played on PS4. I never finished it. This one's pretty cool. Attack of the Movies 3D.
What is that? I like
I'm
the
not
cover.
entirely sure. Yeah, it's got 3D glasses. It's got a lenticular lens cover. I'm not sure what it is.
It sounds like a trivia game.
I think it might be. No, it doesn't really look like one. It looks weird. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that. That looks like just a regular platformer, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Never played it. America's AA Army, True Soldiers. Ubisoft.
Never heard of it.
That's a Ubisoft game. That's interesting.
That is interesting.
Another interesting one, Angry Birds Trilogy.
This I remember. I can't believe there's 3 games.
Yeah, this is actually probably pretty fun, honestly. If it's like the phone game, which was pretty fun.
Yeah, that's my curious. That's the question. Is it like the phone game? It's a Kinect game.
And Angry Birds Star Wars.
And if you notice,
Could be fun.
the Kinect
The
line,
Kinect, yeah.
that could be good or bad.
Now here's a great one. Army of Two.
Yes, we had a lot of fun about it
yeah.
too. I love the first Army
Army
of
of
Two.
Two, fucking fantastic
Back to
game.
back, man.
Yeah, I remember me and you, we played a lot of Army of Two.
We did.
Even Part 2, the 40th Day, also a fantastic game. Did you play this one?
I don't remember if I played. I had to have played that one.
And honestly, even the third one, not too
This
bad.
I didn't play.
This one I played. This was pretty good. Not the best, but still good. I liked it. This game I played, did not like, Alone in the Dark.
I've heard good things about Alone in the Dark. I never played it, so I can't say for
I mean,
sure.
maybe I should try it again one day, but I was not a fan. But what I was a fan
I was
of...
going to say it's the first turned out game, so it's got to be pretty big.
Yeah, this is my Alan... I have the traditional regular edition too, but Alan Wake, this collector's edition in the book. Come on, you pull that open. It's got that like book texture
Feel
to it. Yeah, like that whatever material. And just, oh, you kidding me?
Yeah, they did a good job with Alan Wake. And
This is ridiculous. Come on. This is when a collector's edition was worth getting. They don't even make these
They
anymore.
don't. They don't.
You get a
But look at
digital
that. It
deluxe-
looks like a big 360 box with the slipcover.
You get a digital deluxe edition with some skins and weapon charms now, and that's a collector's edition these days. You don't get shit like that no
Nothing
more.
that's really catered to the collector. That's for
Amped
sure.
3.
Launch
Awesome
title.
snowboarding game. Awesome snowboarding
I love
game.
Amped
It
3.
was a launch game, right?
Yes, it was.
Now, I'm not sure, but I think this one goes for a few bucks, and that's Acme Arsenal, Looney Tunes.
It could be, but
This
makes
is
sense.
this was a pretty cool game. Not too bad. You know, these like licensed games. I guess it's not exactly a licensed game, but it's something we don't get often. You know, there's not too many Looney Tunes games, but
No.
I remember that being pretty fun. Blue Dragon. This is a RPG exclusive to the 360.
I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, this is I forget the term. It's a Western RPG, maybe, or JRPG.
JRPG, Japanese RPG.
Yeah, that 360 was lacking at the time, so we got that. This game was a lot of fun. We talked about Area 51.
Yeah,
This is Black Site Area 51. This is
a sequel to that, or just
I don't know if it's a sequel or just a spiritual successor to the Area 51 on the original Xbox. That one. So they're both Midway,
they got to be a sequel to the first one,
right?
If I was a guessing man, which I am not.
Then we got Battlefield Bad Company. This was a fun game.
I remember that game very well, actually.
But I actually like this one even better. Battlefield Bad Company 2. Was it 2 that I liked a lot? Yeah, I think it was 2 that I enjoyed. Yeah,
nice
I think
cover, actually.
Yeah, pretty cool, right?
Yeah, with the reflections. I like that.
I like that game. Then we had Battlefield 3. Also pretty fun game. And then I think this one was on the Xbox One, but I also have it on 360, Battlefield 4.
That was a launch title for the PS4 and Xbox One.
I don't think that's right.
No, are you sure about that? I think I'm right.
Because launch titles for PS4, I remember I got Assassin's Creed, Killzone, and Call of Duty Ghost. The original BioShock. This is one of the greatest games ever. You've played BioShock, right?
It's one of my top 10 favorite games of all time. I love that.
The storytelling here, the gameplay,
it's the
world that they created. This is just insane.
The Rapture is one of the greatest video game settings of all time. A combination of like 1950s and 60s underwater world with, you know, just first-person shooter, and then casting spells or whatever those stuff are called.
Yeah,
Little
plasmids.
Sisters. Oh my god, I had so much. That's one of the games, the rare games that I've beaten more than like 3 times.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. Even BioShock 2 was not terrible. I really did like BioShock 2.
Right.
Not as good. Nowhere near as good.
They changed studios, which
they did. But then BioShock Infinite, upon my first time playing, didn't love it, but second and third playthrough, I absolutely love this game. This is, it's not my favorite because I know part 1 is still will always be my favorite, but BioShock Infinite is a must play. This is something you absolutely have to play if you are a fan of the original, or if you're a fan of video games and first-person shooters. You have to play BioShock Infinite, and you don't have to have played 1 and 2 to play this one. They're all like kind of separate stories, and they don't really connect to this. There's very, very little connection to the first one, and you don't have to play the first one to check this out. And they did remaster all these for the current gen or last gen consoles.
Wait, they did it even for Infinite? That got a remaster?
Yeah, the BioShock collection.
I thought it was just 1 and 2.
No, sir. BioShock the collection.
I thought it was just 1 and 2.
BioShock Infinite, and BioShock 2.
Okay, well,
and this is always like $10.
Really? Well, I might actually grab that then, because I have never played BioShock Infinite.
Yeah, BioShock Infinite's awesome. And these are out of order. We have Batman Arkham Asylum. Now, this is the special edition, I believe. This is the one that came with the Batarang.
Is that the one you got at Game Crazy?
No.
No, right? I thought so, because Matt might not say it, but at the time, we were very skeptical about Batman Arkham Asylum. I specifically remember playing the demo at Game Crazy that he worked at, and it was just this fighting sequence, and I was not blown away by it, and Batman games at the time were all really bad, so I kind of just threw this to the wayside.
Yeah.
Except for the t-shirts.
Yeah, and then we ended up getting this, and we're like, whoa.
Oh, that's a fucking game.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? This game was insane. Batman, I played this game 10 times all the way through from beginning to end. This is my favorite in the Arkham series.
Me too. Absolutely.
I absolutely love that game.
Not to sell Arkham City short, though.
Then we have Arkham Asylum Game of the Year Edition, which is a separate achievement list, which is always welcome in my book.
That includes the DLC, correct?
Well, there wasn't any DLC for Arkham Asylum.
No?
Nope. Then we had Arkham City.
I love Arkham City.
Which is also a fantastic game. I was doing my custom covers in there.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Matt likes to customize and try and get some see-through box art, and he worked at a game store, so he was able to have access to a lot of it.
Arkham City was awesome, and so was Arkham Origins. Did you play Arkham Origins?
I still haven't. I meant to play it last year.
You never played this?
I own it. I bought it last year to play because I said specifically I'm going to play this around Christmas time.
This was 2 discs.
Why?
It was a big game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
360 probably didn't have the storage to be able to play.
Yeah, you had to install one. But Arkham Origins, not the best in the series, but not the worst. I prefer that over the Arkham Knight.
First one over WB Games.
Yep. Then we have another favorite of mine, Borderlands. I fucking love Borderlands. These games are fantastic. Look at the inside artwork. Come on.
You fell in love with Borderlands.
Yeah, this was a pretty amazing game. I absolutely love that. Borderlands 2, just as good, if not better.
I love the fucking font, the raised gold font.
Oh yeah, Borderlands. Come on.
Oh
we get more inside artwork here. I bought a special edition. And I have the big box up there actually.
Oh, and that's just the regular edition?
If you want. Yeah, so in the box it came with the standard thing, and then there was a big bobblehead of Marcus, which I have over there, and then some cards and stickers and an art book, and the art book probably is still in here. Yeah, it is. So the art book is in here. Look how that thing is thick as a dick.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, and good material too.
Yeah, you don't get stuff like that anymore
No.
for a video game.
No.
There's a map in here. Look at the map.
That's ridiculous. Is that the world in the game?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Oh my god. Yeah, you really just... And guys, this book, I'm telling you.
There's like
feels,
100 pages.
Yeah. And it feels good. It doesn't
Yeah.
feel cheap at all. Well, here, you put it back before I ruin it.
Yeah. So, Borderlands 2, fucking fantastic game. I'm a big Borderlands guy.
And that game came in there?
Yep.
Okay. That's actually pretty cool.
And then after that, we got Borderlands, the pre-sequel. Now, this one, not everyone's favorite. Not the worst. There's still some good jokes in there, some good gameplay out of Borderlands 2. This is like a huge DLC, basically, for Part 2, is the best way to look at it.
Makes sense.
Then we got Tales from the Borderlands, which is the Telltale game. And this was pretty much the only Telltale game that I ever finished. It's a lot of fun. I have the second one. I haven't started it yet. Then we got Brink. This is a Bethesda game.
Yeah. I remember
It was
Brink.
not a good game.
That's what I remember also. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, it looks on paper and everything. It looks great,
Bethesda.
but it turns out it wasn't that good. Bomberman Act 0. I think this is somewhat of a rare game they get on the 360.
Is that a sequel to the Bombermans like on the N64?
Could be, or just a variation. No, this was an early 360 game too.
It says only on Xbox.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful Katamari. This is a 360 exclusive. Remember the rolling up games and
just
all that?
collecting. That game would kill in today's world.
Yeah. Bionic Commando, Capcom game that wasn't good.
I never played it or heard of it.
But it actually looks interesting, and I think I would appreciate this more now. I like cheesy games you can beat in 5 hours now.
Yeah.
Bulletstorm.
Bulletstorm, great game.
Awesome game.
Yep.
This was so much fun, and we still never got a sequel to this.
No, because that was Epic Games, and I believe after...
No, this
not
wasn't.
Epic?
Oh, yes, it was Epic, and People Can Fly.
Yes.
And I don't know what... I guess they just worked on... What did they... Fortnite, I guess?
I don't know what happened after that, but this is 2011 or 2010. It's either one of those years, because this was one of my last games before the dark times kicked in for me, where I wasn't gaming as much.
Yeah, this is right around the time where you just up and quit gaming.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Because he met his wife, and she doesn't let him play video games.
Not really, no. She doesn't like them.
Next up, Brutal Legend. This is
Jack Black.
Jack Black, yeah. I still haven't played this, and I really want to, because I hear it's fantastic.
Yeah, and I feel like that's a game you're going to love. That's a game that I played.
Oh, you played it?
I have
you
played
it.
You beat it? No.
The Bureau, XCOM Declassified. So this is like...
Cool slipcover.
Yeah, it is a cool slipcover, and I'm not sure exactly what it is.
Looks like a spy game.
It looks like kind of like 60s or 50s, 60s like era where like
noir kind of game.
Yeah, with the aliens and stuff. I don't know. It looks pretty cool. Cool slipcover. I haven't played it yet. Blur. I know this one is actually somewhat desirable. Also, I know this game goes for a few bucks.
That game came and went when it came out.
Yeah, and it was actually a pretty fun game. Activision.
Oh, here's a big one.
Burnout Revenge. This was like
my first 360 live game.
This was your first game, right?
First Xbox live game.
And now I think the superior Burnout game, Burnout Paradise.
Now this one kills me because
I love this game.
Love this game. The problem is that's the last Burnout game because the company who makes Burnout Paradise decided that they wanted to concentrate on Need for Speed games, or EA decided that Burnout wasn't valuable enough. So
Criterion, right?
Yep, Criterion Games.
And they kind of ruined their name, I think.
So do I, because Burnout Paradise is almost a perfect game.
Mm-hmm. Brothers in Arms, Hell's Highway, Gearbox, and Ubisoft.
Wow.
Yeah, no manual. Missing one there. That sucks.
Yeah, it's definitely your fault.
Next up, Bionicle Heroes.
Oh, Bionicles.
Yeah, you remember Bionicle?
Yeah, I
yeah,
remember
that's
Bionicles.
The Legos, right? They were
Kind of like Legos. They were supposed to be
it
like
says Lego, yeah.
They're supposed to be like
TT Games, so they're probably and Eidos, so probably the same guys who make the Lego games because it says TT Games. I think that's who does Lego.
Makes sense.
Right?
Bionicle is a spin-off of Lego, I'm pretty sure.
Bullet Witch. Haven't played this one. Pretty cool looking.
I remember the cover for this very distinctly.
Yeah. I want to play. Yeah, very nice on the inside. I do want to play this
Did you
eventually.
do that?
No, that comes like that.
Really?
Yeah, I want to play this. I haven't yet. I remember it being hard because I remember Vex telling me about it. Yeah. Next up, we have Bayonetta. This was actually a really fun game. I didn't play 2, or I don't even think 3 came out yet.
I remember Bayonetta.
But Bayonetta was actually a lot of fun. I enjoyed this game. This is definitely a fun one to play. But then Nintendo bought it, and now it's not fun anymore, in my opinion.
People love Bayonetta.
I know. I'm not a Nintendo guy.
Yeah.
Blazing Angels, Squadrons of World War II. Again, going for the complete collection. Not something I would buy normally. Blazing Angels, Secret Missions of World War II.
So there are fans, because it got a sequel.
Well, Ubisoft. Now this one's funny. Black College Football, The Experience.
What?
Yep.
Okay, well, it's got Doug Williams signed it, who did win the Super Bowl MVP for the Redskins. Yeah, I don't know. That's a weird one.
That's interesting, yeah.
I'm glad you own it.
Yeah, and it's not even like a normal sports game maker. It asks for... I never heard of any of these studios. This is definitely a strange one. Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts.
That...
Xbox exclusive.
Yeah, well, that's because the company...
Rare
was owned by Microsoft.
Mm-hmm. Now, this one I did not play. Band Hero.
Never played Band Hero myself.
Just looking at the songs, not great.
That was the tail
All
end.
American Rejects, Cheap Trick, Duran Duran, Evanescence, Fall Out Boy, The Go-Go's.
I mean...
Oh, it's got Hinder, Lips of an Angel.
If you're gonna hear my voice singing that song, it sounds so sweet. I love that song.
You nailed it.
Yeah, Lips of an Angel.
Pat Benatar.
Ah.
Love is a Battlefield, Poison. Alright, so there's some good songs on here.
I just feel like that came out...
Now, did Harmonix make this game?
No, Harmonix made Rock Band.
Activision, Neversoft, Bink, and Havoc. So
yeah, that's Guitar...
This is Guitar Hero?
That's Guitar Hero's, their Rock Band.
Well, they had Guitar Hero World Tour.
Did they?
With all the instruments.
Then I don't know. What the fuck
Yeah, I don't know what that was, but I do know Crackdown.
And this game...
Now... if you guys know what Crackdown is, most people bought this game to play the Halo 3 beta. Mm-hmm. And then there were some people like us that got the game before the beta was available. We said, you know what? We like achievements. Let's try this thing out. Turns out, arguably more fun than the Halo 3 beta.
Absolutely. And it's a great game in general.
Oh my god, yeah. Crackdown.
If you're into leveling up your character and just collecting, man, that game is for you.
And it's just a fun third-person... over-the-top action shooter. It's just, I
remember the
Crackdown.
achievement in that game that I was going to kill somebody for was...
Which one?
You had to flip a car coming out of the base.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I might play that tonight. I love Crackdown.
So do I.
Crackdown 2.
Crackdown 2
Another
good.
fantastic one. And actually, I think Crackdown 1 and 2 are just absolutely free on the marketplace.
Yeah.
You can go install both of them for free.
Really?
They're not even on Game Pass. I think you can just download them on Xbox One and Series X. I'm almost certain Crackdown 2 is. I don't know about the first one, but I think they're just completely free games.
People didn't love Crackdown 2, but I love Crackdown 2.
I thought Crackdown 2 was good too, but I think I liked Part 1 more. Crash Time Autobahn Pursuit.
Autobahn's in Germany. That's what I know about that.
Yeah, I know nothing about this game. Again, complete collection. Gotta have it. I know a lot about Condemned Criminal Origins because this is just...
One of the best survival horror games of all time.
Yeah, it's pretty. Is it labeled survival horror? I guess you could say that,
100%.
Right?
That's a survival.
Well, there's not a lot of inventory management.
No, but it's very much melee based. That's why.
Yeah, so fantastic game, must play if you're into the horror games. Graphics bit dated, but worth. It
was
a
a 360 launch title in their defense.
Worth a play, and even Part 2 was pretty good, not as good.
Bad ending. Guys.
I don't really remember the ending, but it continues the story and goes in an interesting direction from what I remember, but I preferred the first one more. Next up, we have Chrome Hounds, another 360 exclusive.
Never heard of
Looks like one of those mech games. Here's John's favorite game, Conan.
Oh, I never even played this game.
Never.
Never.
I thought you loved Conan.
I love Conan the Barbarian, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, no. Here was my first 360 game of all time.
Really?
And that's Call of Duty 2.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. Everyone had Call of Duty.
Call of Duty 2. Well, alright, so my first 360 game ever was Call of Duty 2 and Perfect Dark Zero were the first two games I owned physically on 360.
Titles.
Yep. So Call of Duty 2, and then I remember picking Call of Duty 3 up on my birthday. So this is not my original Call of Duty 3.
No, I was going to say, because that would have been
this is the greatest hit. This is the platinum hits.
And they came out in November, Call of Duty, so you would have got
so
it
I
the
sold.
week it came
Oh yeah,
out.
so the original artwork's on the inside. So I must have sold at one point. I did 360. I did sell stuff. I think I purged the collection like a handful of times to buy some new stuff. When we were kids, we didn't have all the money to buy stuff all the time.
No,
so
we didn't even have. At the time the 360 came out, we might have not had jobs.
I didn't in the beginning.
No. We were young.
Call of Duty World at War.
Ah, I remember. This is the
This is a
first
good
one.
one.
That's the one with zombies, right? That's the first one with zombies, if I'm correct.
I think you're
So you have them out of
right.
order because Call of Duty 4 came out first in 2007. That's 2008.
Oh no, because I have the Modern Warfares together. So that's
Okay,
why.
makes sense.
So Call of Duty World at War.
First zombies. I'm pretty
Great game.
sure on that one.
Then we have Call of Duty Black Ops, also an awesome game.
That was the last Call of Duty that I bought at launch.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, Black Ops, this was a fun one. I like this one a lot. Then there was Black Ops 2, not as good.
No, that was kind of tail end 360, right? If I'm correct on that
I
one.
believe so. I didn't really like that one. Then we have everyone's favorite, Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yep,
Game of
the
Year
original
edition.
Modern Warfare.
Game of the Year edition. Such an awesome game. Iconic.
Iconic game.
And another iconic, Modern Warfare 2.
Well, that is the last Call of Duty game until recently that I played online because I went a gentleman's 1 and 31 in Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
This is actually my original because I bought the special edition of this one. The only special edition of Call of Duty I ever had was Modern Warfare 2.
Was that the one where you play as the terrorists and you go in the airport and shoot people?
Oh, yeah.
I remember that being a pretty big deal when that came out.
Yes. One of my favorites was Ghost.
Really?
Yeah. And
that is a surprise.
I got this on PS4 also, but and I think I got it on Xbox One as well. But I actually really like Ghost a lot. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I believe this has got to be on Xbox One also, right?
Advanced Warfare? Don't
Well,
quote
if it's
me on.
after Ghost, it has to be.
It has to be then, right?
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that, but I think you're right.
Next up is Catherine.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
Atlas makes this. So Atlas, a lot of Atlas games are kind of hard to get your hands on. So I think that's why I picked this one up. Also went for a complete collection.
Yeah, well, the complete collection thing I understand.
CSI Hard Evidence.
Which would explain this game.
I actually played this game.
Oh, you played this game?
Yeah.
The achievements I can't imagine being hard. Is
I
that
think
why?
there was only 5. I think there was only 5 achievements. There was 5 cases, and you have to solve each case, and you get the achievements for completing each case. And it's actually a pretty cool game.
It's definitely early 360 because I could tell from the cover.
Yeah, but not a terrible game. The achievement list nice and easy.
I mean, I like the show.
History Channel Civil War Secret Missions.
That has to be horrible.
It might be. I don't know. I never played it.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Crisis 2. This game was actually a lot of fun.
The first Crisis was legendary as far as like PC.
Can your
gamers.
PC run Crisis?
Yep, I
Yeah.
remember the days.
Crisis 3. This one I haven't played. I only really played part 2.
Did you like it?
I did.
I never played a Crisis game, so I don't know.
Captain America Super Soldier. This game wasn't bad.
Really?
I didn't finish it. I didn't finish it, but from what I played, I did not hate. Wasn't terrible.
Oh, okay.
Call of Juarez.
Huh. Sequel to Gun? I don't know.
No, it's not. It's not. It's a Ubisoft game. It's okay. Not terrible. Not great.
I don't know.
Call of Juarez Bound in Blood.
Oh, must
So
have
it
been
got a
good.
sequel.
So it
Wasn't
must have been
terrible.
good enough.
Yep. Now this one, The Club.
I don't know what that is.
You don't remember this game?
No.
I don't remember if I liked it or not. I just remember there's something about this game and I just can't remember. I know I played it, but I never finished it, I don't think. I just, for something about that cover just stands out to me for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. Devil May Cry. I think this is like a prequel.
I was going to say, well, didn't the original Devil May Cry come out on the PS2 and Xbox
Yes.
era?
So this is DMC.
Okay.
This is Yeah, if you look, he's young. This is a prequel to all of the Devil May Cry stuff.
Which were spin-offs of the Resident Evil games. Did you know that?
I don't see how.
Because they were making, I believe it was...
I played the Devil May Cry game. I played 1, 2, and 3.
When they were coming out with, I want to say it's Code Veronica, the team that was making a Resident Evil game, because they were making Resident Evil 3 and Code Veronica at the same time. And they were making it, and it came out like too action-heavy, and they ended up spinning it off into Devil May Cry.
Interesting.
Yes, because it is the same studio, right?
Devil May Cry 4, I think, was the first Devil May Cry to come to 360.
I remember when this came out because I was going to buy it.
Yeah, so again, I think I suffered from just being exhausted with the series because I played Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3 in the collection on PS4, and then I jumped into part 4, and I think I was just burnt out by the time I got to 4, so I didn't enjoy this, and I did not finish it.
Makes sense.
Then we have Dead or Alive 4. I think this was an earlier game on the 360, but I don't remember.
I think you're right because I feel like that was 07.
DuckTales Remastered.
Don't know what the hell that is. I just know what DuckTales are.
It was expensive at one point because it was delisted. So you cannot get this game digitally. You can only play this if you have this disc.
Interesting, and I see that's got interior cover art, which is just
no,
words.
That's when they had the new font and they would just put like the instructions and warranties and legal bullshit in there. Then we have Deadpool, which actually was a pretty good game. I played the Xbox One version. DJ Hero.
Do you have the DJ
I
set?
don't. I do not. I don't have the turntables.
This is why we don't have Guitar Hero or Rock Band anymore, is because they just overdid it.
DJ Hero 2.
What did I just say?
And something that should make a comeback, Dance Dance Revolution.
I can't believe that's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's survived.
There was a lot of DDR games.
Oh, there was.
And I don't have the mat for this either.
When I think of DDR, I think of Grandma's Boy.
What does high score mean? New high score, is that bad?
So these three are just useless to me, but, you know, maybe one day.
Is that your high score? What's that mean?
Darkest of Days.
Don't know.
Not sure. Not sure. Deus Ex Human Revolution. I know there's definitely an audience for these games. And there's one on the Xbox One that I actually want to play.
Deus Ex? Deus or Deus?
Deus Ex, Deus Ex, however you want to pronounce
Deus
it.
Ex.
Darksiders. Fantastic game.
Yeah, you do like Darksiders.
Darksiders.
Love
awesome
the lenticular lens cover.
Darksiders 2, never finished it.
That's disappointing.
It is. Deadly Premonition. This game is somewhat rare.
Sounds rare.
You don't see it often. It's somewhat of a survival horror game, like a Silent Hill type deal. Not bad. Haven't played it all the way through. Dante's Inferno. I know Visceral Games, so this is like the guys who did Dead Space.
Really?
Yeah. I do want to play this. I haven't got there yet. I hear this is pretty good. It's probably like a God of War type thing, I think, if I had to describe it just looking at the back. But Visceral Games, they did Dead Space, so
can't be bad, right?
Can't be that bad, no. Def Jam Icon.
So, I like Def Jam Icon, but it didn't live up to what the first two Def Jam games were, and that's because it's a different studio.
Yeah,
so,
this is EA.
Yeah, they kind of shifted, and it became something different, whereas the first two were built off a wrestling game's engine.
I liked it, though. Dead Island Special Edition. This is a awesome game. I fucking like Dead Island a lot, but you can't play these by yourself.
I didn't know Dead Island had a 360 game. I thought
two.
that started on the one.
No. Dead Island Riptide. There's not even a Dead Island on Xbox One. It's these games.
I must be completely thrown off by what I'm thinking of, because I could have swore the Dead Island, because there's a Dead Island 2, right?
Dead Island 2 has been in the works for 15 years.
And it's from
and
this
it's finally coming out. Yeah.
Okay.
You're thinking of Dying Light, probably.
I think that's exactly what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, so Dead Island Riptide, this was a sequel to the original, and you can get both of these games for like $5 each remastered on the Xbox One Series X. And those are fantastic games, but they're very, very hard to play by yourself. I suggest getting a group of people, because it's the co-op is encouraged. Dead Island Escape. This is like I think this was like an arcade game or something like that. I don't remember exactly. I didn't play this one, but again, complete collection. Disney Universe.
Just complete collection stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. Disney Infinity. Now this was that thing where you get
I
all
think I've
those,
heard that name before.
all the little figures you place on the board, and they go into like the Toys to Life. I think was the thing they would call it. Diablo 3.
Never got into the Diablo franchise.
Never played a single Diablo.
Me
and my
neither.
gamer tag is Boss Diablo.
Yeah, but that's because you're the devil and you're the boss.
No, Xbox just gave me that name. Dance Central.
Is that for real? Xbox gave you the name Boss Diablo, and that's what you stuck with?
Mhm.
Oh, wow. I like the purple case. Did it come in that?
That's the Kinect. All the Kinect games have purple cases.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Dark Star 1, Broken Alliance. Not for me. Probably.
No.
Big letdown right here. Duke Nukem Forever.
Yes. And that's because this was supposed to come out originally on the N64, delayed forever, and then that's why the name is Duke Nukem Forever.
And I have to look, because I'm pretty sure I got the special edition
I was going to say,
with the bust, with the head.
You did like this a lot.
And I didn't. It was a bit of a letdown, but I could have sworn I had a special edition for this game. And I had, because the special edition came in a bust of his head, like a statue
That makes
of
sense.
Duke's head. And I thought I had that, but maybe I didn't. I don't remember.
Huge letdown.
Next up, we have Dead Rising. I love the setting, I love the idea, but this game is hard as hell.
Hard because of the time limit.
The time limit,
And
yeah.
I remember distinctly playing this when we still shared a room in the basement, because this was early 06 Dead Rising game.
Yeah, Capcom. Great game, very hard.
Small font, if anyone remembers that.
That doesn't stand out to me, but
Yeah.
Dead Rising 2.
Better game.
You know, I never got too deep into these because they were just the skill level was a little high for me.
It was
I think this was Zombrex. I believe this is, so Dead Rising 2. This is a special edition for Dead Rising 2. Then we have Dead Rising 2 Off the Record, which I believe was a DLC.
For someone who doesn't like Dead Rising.
Complete collection. Dark Sector. This game was actually pretty fun.
Never played it.
I played it a long time ago, and then I rebought it. When I rebought it, I got a sealed copy. Haven't played it yet, but I do remember liking that a lot. I have a sealed copy of Dark Souls.
People love the Dark Souls games, as we
Not
know.
me.
No.
This game was fucking awesome. Dead to Rights, Retribution. This game was fun as hell. I really enjoyed this one. This is a good third-person shooter. I like that a lot. Dishonored. This game,
I've heard so many good things about
you didn't play this?
Never played it. Didn't you tell me to play it? Or somebody told me to play Dishonored. Because it's very similar
turns out every Arcane game I played, I just can't get into them.
That's
On
why.
paper, I should like them. They look great. I don't really like Arcane. And it sucks because they make... What was the last one they made?
Death Proof. Oh, no, Deathloop.
Yeah.
Deathloop. And I like Deathloop a lot.
Which I might try again on PC.
I mean, you can get it for free on Game Pass.
Dirt.
The first Dirt, R.I.P. Ken Block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think
This wasn't Ken Block, right?
Travis Pastrana, I think. I don't know. I don't remember. But I know Pastrana was in this one. Oh, no. Ken Block is right on the front. 43.
Yeah. That's just because this came around the time when we were wearing Ken Block hats, the monster hats. Do you remember when we used to rock those?
I still have 2 of those shirts.
Do you?
I have Ken Block shirts still.
Yeah, I have pictures of my senior year of me wearing Ken Block hats.
Oh, here's Ken Block on the cover of this one, too.
Yeah, this was
Dirt
the
3.
series.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, people knew Ken Block from the Dirt games.
Yeah, fantastic games. Dirt 2 was my favorite.
Really? I like the more recent one that was a launch title for the Series X. I had fun with that.
Oh, Dirt
5.
5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought that game.
Dead Space. Come on.
Yeah, Matt loves Dead Space. I'm still
Absolutely.
playing the reboot.
Which is crazy. You haven't even finished the reboot. I beat that, and I beat the new game plus. Then I went and I just played Dead Space 2 and the DLC, and I'm going to start Dead Space 3 soon.
Is that a 360 game?
Yeah, they're all 360 games. So again, Dead Space 2, which for some reason, because I have the Dead Space 2 Collector's Edition.
Oh.
So I don't understand why I must have sold the game at one point and just kept this, but I have a sealed copy of the Platinum Hits Edition, but I bought it new when it came out and got the Collector's Edition with the little plasma cutter and everything that comes in here, so.
Which is cool. He showed me that last week. I was impressed.
Yeah, I love Dead Space. Dead Space 2 was good. Dead Space 3, I know, and it better with Kinect, which I don't...
Better with Kinect. That's a fucking lie.
Yeah, that's definitely a lie. But I know some people don't like Dead Space 3.
They said it went too action heavy.
Yeah, I mean, it was co-op, so I don't know. I'm going to replay it. I don't remember it much. I do remember this is one of my favorite 360 games, and that is The Darkness. This is a fantastic game. They just, even the voice actors nailed it. You're in New York City, and you're I can't even, like, I want to play it now. So you get this power on your 18th birthday. The darkness comes to life. It's been in your family forever, and you get the power of the darkness. And your Uncle Paulie's the leader of the mob, and you're out doing a hit and goes sideways, and he tries to kill you, and then the darkness comes alive, and then you just seek revenge on your Uncle Paulie, and your girlfriend gets taken hostage. There's crooked cops, and The Darkness is just fantastic. Especially if you're from New York, you will absolutely love The Darkness. Then we get The Darkness 2. Great game, not as good as the original. I still prefer the original, but Part 2 continues the story and is still very, very good.
Sequel-itis.
Dragon Age Origins. I remember this was a big deal at the time.
Yes,
Never played it.
That cover is very distinct.
Iconic. BioWare. Then we have Dragon Age Origins Awakening, which I believe is the DLC, or it's an expansion pack for Dragon Age. Then we get Dragon Age 2. Haven't played that either. Dragon's Dogma.
I don't even know what
It's a Capcom game, so it can't be the worst. Well, not all Capcom games are great.
No.
Then we have Dungeon Siege. Never played it. Then we have Doom 3 BFG Edition, which is the same as the Doom 3 on the original Xbox, but it's, I guess, remastered a bit up for the 360.
With the big fucking gun edition.
Yeah, and
that's
whatever
what
else
BFG
they
stands
add.
for.
Yes, it is. Whatever they added. Then we have our favorite Elder Scrolls, and that's Oblivion. The amount of hours the two of us have in this game
combined over 300 hours.
Fantastic.
Sure.
Oblivion, such an amazing game. I got every achievement in this game twice.
It gets knocked a lot lately because of the graphics for the time, but unfortunately we can't change that.
No.
So.
Skyrim, and as much as we love that, neither of us have
ever played.
I started this game twice and never got. Oh, that's nice. Feel that.
Oh wow. Feels like a map.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Pretty
yeah,
cool, right?
no, and to think, you can play Skyrim on anything. It's a joke, and me and Matt, for as big of gamers as we are,
we should try it.
We should try it. I have started it, actually.
I started it twice, maybe 3 times. Enemy Territory, Quake Wars. This is like an RTS game. Not my favorite. This game, fantastic.
This is a great game. We had fun with this game.
Yeah, Enslaved, Odyssey to the West. This was a really, really fun game. You should check this one out if you haven't played it. That's
that was
real fun third person.
That was a game we only picked up because nothing else came out that week. Do you remember that?
And it turns out it was really good.
Yep.
Earth Defense Force 2017. This is a third person shooter, I want to say.
Was 2017 the future for this game?
I guess so. Yikes. Eat Lead, The Return of Matt Hazard.
Sounds cheesy.
Probably. I remember playing this game. It wasn't terrible. It's called Fracture. I think I paid like $20 for it. It wasn't terrible. It was LucasArts, so it's the guy who did the Star Wars games. It played all right. It was okay, but nothing too memorable. Far Cry Instincts Predator. So this is the...
It's just a 360 version of Instincts, right?
Yeah, it's the 360 version of Instincts, plus it had something else. Oh, so it had a new game. It had Far Cry Predator and Instincts. So it's 2 games.
Gotcha.
There was 2 different stories in it, but you got Instincts from the original Xbox plus the new game Predator.
And I believe the next one you're going to grab
is Far Cry 2.
Yep.
Which this is the only Far Cry I've never played.
Really? I played Far Cry 2. That one changed the game for Far Cry. I distinctly remember you were in Africa. I remember lighting fires. That was the one that was like hunting. I distinctly remember Far Cry 2.
One and only one I haven't played.
Wow, that's a surprise.
Far Cry 3. This one is pretty fantastic.
One of the most memorable in the franchise, obviously.
But that's where the crafting and stuff was involved, and I didn't like that.
The villain was a big deal.
No, the crafting. I didn't like having to craft. I was stuck in a part because I didn't want to craft.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't progress.
I hated that too, though, crafting.
Far Cry 4. Actually, I never finished this one either. I didn't really like 4. But I played it on Xbox One also. No, I didn't play the 360 version.
Oh, really?
So yeah, Far Cry 4, I played the Xbox One version, not the 360, and I didn't finish it. Forza 2, I did put a lot of hours into this game.
That's the one that we found.
Yes,
now, we do have Forza Motorsport 1, Matt has that, but Forza Motorsport 2, that's
where we started.
Yes.
And then I remember getting this day one, Forza Motorsport 3, This was this is where we started getting Forza on day one.
That
part
was
3.
Yeah, because 2 sold us because we didn't get that day 1, but Forza Motorsport 3.
And 4, I don't remember playing too much.
4 was that's because, and there's a distinct reason. That's because I think we're about to get to it.
We got Forza Horizon.
This ruined the Motorsport series for me personally.
Yeah, because the Horizon games are fucking fantastic, and arguably better than the Motorsports.
I think they are, and I like the Forza Motorsports games, but Horizon, they're special.
Yeah, I liked it so much. I had the regular edition and the collector's edition. Fallout 3. I remember buying this on break at a 7-Eleven.
Well, 7-Eleven sold video games for a little while.
At one point.
Yeah, they got in trouble because they would sell them way too early.
Way too early. And then I have Fallout 3 Game of the Year edition, which is all the DLC.
Do you have New Vegas?
I have Fallout New Vegas right here.
Arguably the best one, and I started playing that recently. I stopped because you guys may have realized by now I have a vision problem. The font on that game, too small.
Fear. Amazing, amazing first-person shooter game. Not survival horror. It's got horror elements. First-person shooter.
I'd say action horror.
Action horror, yeah. Amazing game. I absolutely love Fear. This is top 5 360 games of all time, easily, hands down. Then we have Fear Files, which is the expansion to that, because these were PC games. So on the PC, you got the expansion packs, and on the 360, we got them on a disc. And this was a port from the PC to the 360. Right around the time Gears of War came out, so that's why some people forgot about it or didn't know, because Gears of War just kind of took everything by storm. Then we got Fear 2. Still good, not as good, because I think they changed studios, or at the very least, they changed the entire way the game played, and that kind of ruined it for me. And then Fear 3, I don't want to say it's bad, but I've started it 3 times and I still haven't finished it. It's a shame, because I absolutely love that game so much, and I really want to finish that. Fusion Frenzy Part 2.
Wasn't this an arcade game? Am I drawn?
It might have been, because it's an arcade-like game, but I don't know. I have it physically right here. It's possible it was a download.
And then the last game of this video.
Yep, is going to be Fast and Furious Showdown.
So I ended off with a little bit of family.
Yeah. Complete collection stuff, but I do like Fast and Furious, and I probably might have would have played that.
Yeah.
But so we're going to end it there on that shelf.
That was more than Matt's entire Xbox collection already. And how much do we have left? 2 full shelves?
We have 3 full shelves basically left, and we only did a shelf and a half. So yeah, there's quite a collection here, and then stuff you don't see around. I have multiple complete in box systems and accessories, and just so many things for the 360, as it's my favorite console of all time. So we will get there. If you guys are enjoying this, thank you for watching. Anything you want to know more about, maybe we can dive a little bit deeper on them if we can, if we know anything about it. Some of the games we haven't played. If you have any suggestions that we might have passed in the alphabet so far, like up to F, and anything I don't have, suggest picking up, I will definitely probably grab it, because I want a complete collection. But again, 360, favorite console. Anything else you want to add? Nope,
that's my favorite console too. I hope you guys are enjoying Matt's game collection. Like I said, my game collection's about 7 games, so it's just, for me, it's fun just to go down memory lane with him, and I'm enjoying it just for that sense. I'm enjoying just looking at games that I have some great memories with about my life before, I became an adult. And so this is probably the happiest I was in my entire life, so it's really fun to just look back on that. The fact that everything bottomed out after, and it's fun.
It's really just your fault. You could have just continued doing what you were doing and still got older.
Well, they manipulate you, and they tell you that you're supposed to, get a job, get married, get a house, and start living your life. Apparently this was, I was too happy, so they said, you know what, we got to put some unhappiness into your life. And
I did the complete opposite, and this is in my house now, so.
Yeah, Matt wins, I guess. So we'll be back next week for more Xbox 360. And if you guys like this video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Tell all your friends. What we always tell you guys to do. And also, now we do podcasts. So if you want to listen to us talk, we do that too. Like and subscribe to us there. And then after you're out doing all that, I don't know, just go to your local game store and ask them if they've heard of Let's Talk Entertainment and Media. They probably haven't, so tell them about us. And that's going to do it for us here, guys. We'll be seeing you around.